As we can see live, Egyptian President and leader President Abdel Fattah El-Sisi is personally welcoming President Donald Trump on the tarmac, exchanging formal greetings under the Egyptian flag before Trump's plane flied into the summit zone. The two leaders will now co-share a high-stakes international gathering of over 20 states aimed at cementing the fragile peace that has just taken hold in Gaza. Trump arrived here after traveling from Israel, where he addressed the Knesset and publicly declared the war is over following the implementation of the first phase of his Gaza peace plan. Anchored in the newly enacted ceasefire, in Israel, he oversaw the release of the last living hostages in exchange for Palestinian prisoners and the opening of humanitarian corridors in Gaza. On the Egyptian side, Sisi had earlier spoken by phone with Trump while he was in Israel, affirming the U.S. leader's participation in the Sharm El-Sheikh summit, which also counts Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas among its confirmed attendees. Behind the scenes, Egypt has long positioned itself as an indispensable mediator, and this summit underscores its active role in shaping the post-war roadmap. This evening's agenda is dense, finalizing the terms of security arrangements, debating models of transitional governance for Gaza's coordination reconstruction funding, and establishing enforcing mechanism for disarmament. Also expected is a joint communique, possibly a signing ceremony to lend weight to the summit's outcomes. Absent from the gathering are representatives directly from Israel's government and Hamas. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, although he accepted Trump's invitation, ultimately declined to attend, citing the proximity of a Jewish holiday. With both sides sitting out, many see today's summit as largely symbolic, though others hope the pressure from this global assembly will nudge to breakthroughs. Sharm El-Sheikh has been transformed into a fortress. Security checkpoints, closed streets, heavy motorcade traffic, and tight airspace restrictions. Delegations from Europe, the Arab world, and global organizations are already in place. The contrast between the urgency in these halls and the devastation across Gaza is striking. Much of the territory remains in ruins, the population displaced, and the infrastructure in tatters. In recent days, Israel agreed to partially withdraw its forces to predetermined lines and to permit unimpeded humanitarian access. Hamas committed to releasing deceased detainees and facilitated their release. Yet the hardest question lies ahead. Who will govern Gaza? Under what security guarantees? Which international or regional forces will monitor compliance? How will reconstruction be funded? And how will the rights of displaced Palestinians be safeguarded? As President Donald Trump prepares to deliver remarks alongside President Sisi, all eyes are on the summit's capacity to turn diplomatic words into enforceable action. Will today's encounter leave a legacy of peace or another unresolved chapter? We will be with you live, tracking speeches, concessions, real-time reactions, and whether this summit succeeds in shifting the course of the Middle East forever.